Yeah, by the way, he's coming up. He'll be in Philly this year.
After 1 year.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. A lot of hockey elite yelled at me.
That was a great investment by the Flyers.
He'll never be here, you Italian piece of garbage. I'm like, wait a second. Guys, I just want to win. But Kenny has a hockey report. He called Steve Yzerman a lot. What?
No, I was just laughing at what you said, because whenever I hear that, I think of you calling Costa a fake Italian.
He is. The kid's a joke.
Hey, man, Chef Boyardee is a delicacy.
Right. He's also got a fake Aunt Rita who allegedly makes ravioli, yet he can't produce a single picture of a ravioli. He's a joke. He's not Italian. And I'm glad he hosted the Polish Hall of Fame thing, because he probably is Polish. Ditch the last name. Learn how to just get out of here. He ain't one of us. Get him out.
Go ahead.
Now let's get back on task. We have exciting Wings news. I want to bring Kenny Cott to the main stage, our own bearded Darren Pang, because Kenny called Yzerman a liar Friday, and it was a compliment. He goes, this is bollocks. This press conference is all a ruse.
Yep. Guys, don't read into this. Trust me, I know there's proof behind what he does. He lies.
And it sounds like we've been lied to. Kenny, tell the people.
So Steve, as you just said, tried to play this off like this was going to be some ho-hum off-season where, maybe you putz around and get something, maybe you don't. But he lied right to your face when he said that. Because there's reports coming out of Ottawa and I believe Vegas stating that Detroit is one of the 3 or 4 teams interested in trading for Linus Ullmark, their goaltender. That is a quality starting goaltender. That's a big-time move. That is a big flash move. The only reason he's not starting in Boston is because they have Swayman.
And he's 6 years younger.
6 years younger. And the fact that even if they don't get him, because I know everybody's worried about not getting him, even if they don't get him, this shows you where Steve's headspace is really at. Because he can say all these things about, hey, maybe I don't want to spend too much and I'm trying to build this thing for longer. I know you like that one, Mike.
It's such a tired bit.
But it tells you that his head is, look, this is the window. And I'm going to lie to everybody about it until I get what I want.
I want to take it a step further. I don't think it's okay to not get him. The reality is he's the most gettable goalie. Like, the reports are the guy wants 7.5 or 8 if he ended up in Ottawa, right? Mm-hmm. If I have to hear another Red Wing fan talk about a goalie they've never seen play, who's a teenager or who's in the minors, as if young goalie prospects are any sure thing, my head's going to explode. All right, Kosa is supposed to be amazing. Great. The reality is he's years, plural, from even being a platoon goalie. Much less this guy that you imagine to be your Igor Shesterkin, who's going to start 65 or 70 games. Ullmark is the perfect guy, because here's what you got to do if you trade for him. You got to sign him. Right. Now I have runway. Now the pressure's on Ullmark, and when Kosa comes up, if Kosa's real, he becomes the luxury. He becomes the other guy. Then eventually the transition is, see you later, Linus, and Kosa's your guy. But what I can't do is have Husso and Lyon and any of these other stiffs back for another year. They're not high-level goaltenders.
So basically, if you do it right, you're Boston right now, where you have the goalies, and then you could eventually let one go. I get it.
Because what I'm not doing, I'm not done yet. No, you're fine. It's just what I'm not doing is what these hockey nerds want to do. Wait. Oh, we're going to wait for Bob Augustine. 2027.
We know what Ullmark is right now.
Right.
This year, the average save percentage was 900 about, just about an even 900. He's 915 this year on a bad year.
And here's what it's going to help your team out, because now you don't have to score 5 goals in order to win games. It's very similar to watching the Tigers, where you're like, man, if you just had some bats, you could win more games. For the Wings, it was like, my goodness, I think the magic number was 5. When they scored 5 or more, they were winning.
I'll just say it. I don't care. Make fun of me, and I have no way to prove it. I don't give a damn. Okay? If you had Ullmark, you would have made the playoffs.
Without question.
I don't think that's making fun of you.
Okay. No, the hockey nerds will.
Well,
don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not a hockey nerd.
You don't chart your own course.
I'm a hockey
nerd.
I do. I'm not making fun of this man. I think what he's saying is 100% valid.
Now, what will it take to get him?
That was my
First-round pick
question.
and Berggren?
First round, probably a prospect. I mean, you have to imagine he doesn't have the most, or Boston doesn't have the most leverage with this, because they know they need to get rid of this guy. right? So every team that's
So
shopping
prospect,
for him.
not an established player, but a prospect would be good enough.
I mean, Berggren's NHL ready. He's just not playing on an NHL team right now.
But it would be, okay, great example. I don't want to be picking at 15. I don't care about it.
I'd happily trade that pick away. If this is the result,
Pick 15 and a prospect that's not named Casper or Danielson.
done. In.
Or Rob Pelinka or whatever the hell his name is. This
Vandine
defense.
Pellica.
Whatever. You keep
His
talking.
first name is Axel.
You talk about him like he's Paul Coffey. He's not even here yet.
Palinka's got skills.
Wow. Rob.
First you got the Lakers coach, and now this.
The point I have to ask the people, though, isn't this the move yet you have to make? We cannot continue in year 6 of the Iser plan in the wilderness without a true high caliber. Now, again, Ullmark's not going to start 70 games. He's not Patrick Waugh or Martin Brodeur or Grant Fuhr prime. He'll probably start 55 games. That's what you're hoping for.
And then you can platoon him with one of these goalies who were presumably okay.
Yes,
just
No
fine.
problem.
Because, yeah, I'm with you, and I'm not hockey elite, but yes, because in watching the Wings, you have to go out there and be able to win a 1-0, 2-1 type of game. I think he gives you that ability to get that done. Every game is not going to be you going out there just scoring at will. You got to win the grinders. Yes. I would go for this.
Where's my hockey elite? I dare you to not do this.
I think even furthermore, though, Mike, look at the rebuild and where it's at right now. You're about to sign Raymond. You're about to sign Sider. You signed Larkin. This is the window opening, right? You need to sign somebody or get somebody in here that helps you open that window. Ullmark's the perfect answer.
Yes, because here's the other thing, Kenny. As much as guys would be like, oh, I want Jake Gensel, or oh, I want, the Reinhardt. Oh, I want... Guys, not happening. Not happening. I mean, right now, do you know what the conversation with the Rangers is? Are they going to give Igor Shesterkin $11 million a year? Yeah. Not happening. This is a guy that's attainable at a price point that, while it's not cheap, it's not egregious.
It's not going to break you.
Right. So, we need X. Well, who are you going to get? It's not like Yzerman can call up the dream sequence phone and go, hi, I'd sure like Luc Robitaille in his prime. That's not happening. It's just not real. So here is something. What did Kenny and I say? We wanted a goalie.
Mm-hmm. He's right there.
But he's got to get it done. You have to make the deal, and you got to sign him. You got to agree to an extension.
Now, Kenny, do you feel better or worse that this news came out? Because Yzerman seems like somebody who likes to work in silence.
He does work in silence, but he's not the only person in this. If he actually wants to make a trade, the other team's media. Notice Detroit media didn't break this. This was an Ottawa story. This was a team's in the market for Ullmark.
No, because the Detroit media is too busy telling you how awesome the rebuild is.
Well, if somebody leaked it, anybody, Boltman would have had it. Somebody would have been there.
We love Benny Boltman. Great reporter.
Ex-Boltman. Tremendous dude. Come on.
Listen to me. Do you agree with me, though, not good enough to talk about it? They got to get it done. Come on. This is why you got the guy.
I'm saying everything we said on Friday was be in those reports. Now we're in those reports.
Yeah, but I'm excited because I never imagined they'd be in on him.
I mean, there's a shot. They're one of the 2 or 3 teams that are ready for this.
And it fits.
What's the point you say no? What if Boston wants Augustine? What if Boston wanted Kosa? You would say no.
I'd be fine with that.
Hockey Elite is going to come for your head.
You know why? Because do you know what Kosa is going to be as an NHL starter?
No, he could be.
I don't.
He could be Eric Fichaud. He could be Patrick Waugh.
He could be Rick DiPietro.
Plus, goalies are head cases. They're like kickers. You can't trust them.
And Augustine is even further away. So
that's my whole point. I'm just saying if Boston wanted to pipeline, a young goalie behind Swayman, take their time.
We know what Ullmark is right now. We're sure about that. We see the numbers. You can go year by year by year in the NHL and see what kind of a goalie this dude is. You can't do any of that with Kosa or Augustine. You can't even come close.
I also have PTSD, Rico, because my organization, my entire life, it's been one failed goalie prospect after another. Or if they actually found a good one, they traded him before he was of legal drinking age. It's called Roberto Luongo. Thanks.
I heard of him.
Yeah, we got him, debuted him at 19 years old. He saves 53 shots at Boston. A month later, we're trading him to draft a goalie at the top of the draft.
Milbury's the best, dude. You're over there picking at scabs. I can see it.
There we go.
248. Right. David, we have a technical difficulty with the board. We'll have to fix it. Hockey Elite, what happened? I can get full phone lines. People want to talk about their baseball team not on TV. We're talking about the Red Wings maybe going out and getting a very good goaltender in a bold trade. Nothing? Interesting.
Or wait, that's new.
The Cotbot strikes.
I was about to say, or maybe they just agree with you, Mike, and they can't come up with a reason to refute this.
Then agree. I don't care.
No, 'cause
Call
that's
up
gonna-
and be like, this is fun.
That's going to make your ego. No,
No,
they're not going to do
no, it's
that.
not-
The Hockey Elite hates you.
Why? Because I want to win too?
Yeah, but not in their style.
All right. 2029. It's going to be a great year.
Hockey Elite call up 248-539-9797.